Misty Marris, nice to see you. Great to talk with you this morning. Okay, so they're deadlocked on the top charge. They say they're, quote, unpersuadable, but yet they were able to reach a verdict on the other four. What do you glean from that?
Yes, Laura, so unpersuadable, that was a word that meant a lot to me because that means the work was being done back there in that jury room. It was also unpersuadable jurors. Does that mean it's not one holdout? Perhaps it's a group. We don't know that breakdown. But the question is, they have to come to a unanimous decision on what's called the predicate crimes for RICO. That can be difficult. But is there a threshold issue? Do they think there was a criminal enterprise? Are there some that believe there was, some that believe there was not?
They have to get to that.
And they have to get to that before they can move on. So we don't know where they're jammed up. We just know they can't come to an agreement.
Being the only non-lawyer at the table, forgive my ignorance in advance. But if multiple jurors tell the judge that their views are unpersuadable, do they then just go back into the jury room and get browbeat by the rest of the jurors into a persuadable view?
You're a brilliant legal mind, because this is actually a critical question. So there is a mechanism for this in the law, and it's what's called an Allen charge, and it's really specific language. The judge read a modified version of it yesterday, which is jurors, go back in, work, listen to the others in the room, keep an open mind, but do not put aside your convictions. There's a reason for that. It's because you don't want a situation where there's pressure on the jurors to change their mind, because that's actually an appellate issue. So there's really specific language, and the judge toes a fine line in exactly what's communicated to the jury.
Really quickly, was the racketeering charge, in hindsight, was it perhaps a bit of an overreach?
So many of us that have been following this case thought, we don't really know what this enterprise is. You think of it as the mafia, large-scale operations of money laundering. None of that existed here. It was a bit more abstract. It was for Combs' own desires and pleasures. So I understand why there could be a question mark, but from a strategic standpoint, as prosecutors, you bring the RICO charge, you get all sorts of evidence in front of the jury that you usually would not. Dating back 20 years, it would usually be excluded by statute of limitations, but RICO opens up that door.
All right, Misty, we know you're going to be following it with us all day.
All day.
Appreciate you coming in.
Thanks, Misty.